Hi, I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. We have a viewer question today from Jenna. Don't know the town or city, but Jenna asks, if the wife was convicted of a felony and the husband is an avid hunter, can the wife still live in the house with guns after becoming a convicted felon who can't possess firearms? And the question is, if you are convicted of a felony, at least in Delaware, I can speak to this question from a Delaware law perspective. If you're convicted of a felony and you're living in Delaware and your husband has guns in the home, you are asking for trouble, because as a convicted felon, you cannot own or possess a firearm. And even though the firearms may not be yours, if you're residing in the household with those firearms, then arguably you are possessing them. If they're available to you, if you could go and get them, then that is, under Delaware law, considered possession. And so I would encourage you, if you're convicted of a felony and you're residing in a home where there's weapons, I would encourage you to have a discussion with your husband about getting the firearms out of the home, because you never know what's going to happen. You know, here's my perspective from being a lawyer. People come into my office every week, and usually when they come to us, it's because something happened that they never had expected to happen. You know, as a lawyer, people aren't coming to me because something happened that they planned out, and when it did happen, they said, oh yeah, we expected that, let's go see Ben Schwartz. People come to me, people go to a lawyer because something unexpected happened and now there's consequences, and they need the lawyer to help them deal with the consequences. And so, you know, from my perspective, I would be concerned if I were convicted of a felony and I were residing in a household with firearms. I'd be concerned, because I would be thinking, well, what happens if someone down the street robs a bank and they run into my house and the police follow them? Now the police are coming in and they're going to see the weapons, and I'm going to get charged with a new felony of possessing firearms by a person prohibited. And so these are the types of crazy things that happen in this world. These are the types of things that, you know, bring people into lawyers' offices, and these are the types of things that we see happening all the time. So I would say, if you're residing in a household, you've been convicted of a felony, you've lost the right to own or possess a firearm, you got to get the firearms out of the house, or you got to get out of the house. One way or the other, you can't be together in the same home. Even if they're locked up in a safe, you're still running the risk that if the police come in and find out about this, you're running the risk you're going to be charged with new felonies. And so I wouldn't take that risk, and I wouldn't encourage you to take that risk. I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. Hope this answered the question. If you have questions for me about any matter, Delaware law or Maryland law, I'm admitted to practice law in the state of Delaware and in the state of Maryland. We have attorneys in our office that are admitted to practice in New Jersey and Pennsylvania too. So if you have a question about the law in one of these states, feel free to send me an email, ben.schwartz@schwartzandschwartz.com.